Hello and welcome to this week's edition of CTN Community Update. We want to get you caught up on two items of interest from this week's City Council meeting. The first involves the final phase of the newest housing development in the city. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved a resolution granting the final plat for Crescent Pond's 9th edition, which is located on the southwest corner of Main Street and University Avenue. The final edition includes a 19-lot cul-de-sac on Alder Street, which will be located on the eastern side of the neighborhood closest to University Avenue. The first homes in Crescent Ponds were built in 2009. When the final addition is complete, the neighborhood will boast 81 single-family homes. A new trail will be constructed in the Wexford neighborhood just north of Main Street. On Tuesday night, the City Council approved a joint powers agreement with Anoka County for the construction of a 10-foot wide paved trail on county property. When finished, it will connect Wilderness Trail to the Bunker Hills Regional Park Trail system. The trail will parallel the railroad tracks just north of Main Street to a location just southeast of the compost site. It's considered a public health crisis in many parts of the country, the problem of heroin and opioid drug abuse. Next week, the issue will be in the spotlight at a presentation sponsored by the Compassion Action Network. It will take place on Thursday, February 16th from 10 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. at the Mercy Hospital Fridley campus. In addition to Anoka County Sheriff James Stewart, other speakers include FBI counsel Jeffrey Van Nest and a representative from the Jake's Sake Foundation, which is dedicated to a young man who lost his life to a heroin addiction. Court reporting and captioning has become a high-demand profession, and Anoka Tech is the only college in Minnesota to offer the program. CTN's Jordan Rylance takes us inside the classroom.
When we tell people we can write at 225 words per minute, their eyes kind of bulge out of their head.
There's a growing number of employment opportunities for court reporters and captioners here in Minnesota, and students are paving the way right here in Anoka County.
The court reporter, it's a vital role that we play. We're pretty quiet, and that's why I think people don't know our career as well. So we have to get the word out. There's a shortage, and we want to fill those positions.
Court reporters and captioners can expect to make around $45,000 right out of school, between $50,000 and $80,000 as freelance reporters, and can even earn upwards of 6 figures as members or owners of law firms.
We are the only program in the state, so if they want to train, they can come to our program. There are jobs waiting for people out there.
Court reporters must type 225 words per minute on a stenograph, which is the equivalent to 50 words on a traditional keyboard, in order to meet the national standard with a 95% accuracy rate. Here at Anoka Tech, they require a 97% accuracy rate so they can exceed that standard. And it's a lot harder than it seems.
All of our graduates enter the real-time field, so they're able to provide real-time, and you really need that accuracy up there. So we do that on purpose, make it a little tougher.
Sati says typically athletes and musicians make the best court reporters because they know how to properly train and improve upon challenging skills.
Not everybody can do this. It's a tough program, but if you're dedicated and you want this, you'll get there.
For CTN Community Update, I'm Jordan Rylance.
February 11th through the 18th is designated as National Court Reporting and Captioning Week. You can learn more about the court reporting profession at an open house that's taking place on Wednesday, February 15th at the Anoka Tech. It runs from 5 to 7 p.m. In addition to learning more about the program, you can tour a broadcast captioning station and see real-time demonstrations. The second concert in the annual Dessert and Coffee Concert Series took the stage this week. Dozens of people turned out at the Civic Center Thursday night to hear Kenny and Rick perform. They play classic rock and blues and country music. If you missed their performance, we recorded it. Watch for it in the coming days right here on CTN. 2 more concerts remain in the series. On March 9th, the Minneapolis Commodores take the stage. And on April 6th, it's the variety sounds of the Backyard Band. All concerts begin at 7 p.m. in the Civic Center. The admission fee includes dessert and a beverage. The search is over for the Snowflake Days medallion. It was found Tuesday morning after the 11th clue was posted online. And this is the guy who found it. Stuart Gates, who lives in Blaine, discovered the treasure wrapped in white duct tape behind tree bark at the base of 3 trees in Erlinson Park. Gates will receive his $500 cash prize this weekend. The medallion hunt started January 28th with a new clue posted each day. Snowflake Days wraps up this weekend. On Saturday, the Junior Royalty Pageant takes place at 2 p.m. at Coon Rapids High School. On Sunday, there's an all-you-can-eat waffle breakfast from 8 a.m. to noon at the VFW. Proceeds support the Coon Rapids Fire Department Community Fund and the 4th of July Firecracker 5K and 10K. Also Sunday, head to the Coon Rapids Ice Center for Family Fun Day. There's painting, skating, spin art, an indoor kids fishing contest, and more. The events run between 3 and 7:30 p.m. It quickly became a cult classic, and now you can check it out locally at Anoka-Ramsey Community College. Theater students are staging the Rocky Horror Show this weekend and next at Anoka-Ramsey. A loving homage to the classic B sci-fi film and horror genres with an irresistible rock and roll score, the Rocky Horror Show is a hilarious and unforgettable wild ride. A record number of Anoka-Ramsey students auditioned for the musical.
It's something really different. We have a lot of surprises. It's a lot of heavy audience participation, tap dancing and singing and being crazy and just being yourself, which is a lot of fun.
The Rocky Horror Show runs tonight and Saturday night, and again February 16th through the 18th at 7:30 p.m. Tickets can be purchased in advance at the college bookstore or at the door on the night of the performance. The Don't Hug Me franchise is returning to the Bunker Hills Dinner Theater with a new show this month. This one is called Don't Hug Me, We're Married.
She's really strong, we get along. She's always right and never wrong.
We got a sneak peek at the show this week, which is set in a Northwoods bar. The show's writer and director calls it Fargo meets Bridesmaids without the wood chipper or the food poisoning. The show follows the engagements of two couples and a possible double wedding with a few hitches thrown in for good measure.
Well, I think it's the funniest. I think it's the situations are such that you've got different people interacting and finding themselves in situations they've never been in before.
The show features 16 original songs, including the greatest love song ever, The Marriage Test, The Day That Bob Dylan Was Here, and We're All Gonna Die. You can catch Don't Hug Me, We're Married between February 11th and March 11th at Bunker Hills. Reservations can be made by logging onto the Bunker Hills Event Center website. They had a funny show there last week. That one looks good as well. Well, that's going to do it for our show today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you right back here again next week.